to think about all my previous campaigns. Up until maybe about 6 or 7 months ago, every reel that you saw was shot on my iPhone. My assistant, I said, do like this, pull it out.
Yeah.
Turn left, turn right.
Yes.
And then I just edit it.
Yes.
So even if you don't or can't afford a videographer, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself. I'm going to figure, hey,
yes,
I want these bags on the streets. Yes. I'm going to figure out how to make this happen. Ghetto.
Good idea, now we buying merch.
That's ghetto.
Payment miss.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Say she quit.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Late on your rent.
Rent is ghetto.
New event.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Invoice in.
That ain't ghetto.
Money spin.
Oh, that's ghetto. Hold on, it's kind of ghetto being a CEO.
Welcome back to another episode of the Ghetto CEO podcast, because being a CEO is giving very much ghetto, okay? I am super excited about this episode because this episode, we talking to one of my favorite marketers, and I don't call everybody a marketer because everybody don't be doing marketing for real, okay? Them pretty pictures is not marketing. But anyways, this episode is with one of my favorite CEOs, and the reason why I wanted to ask her to come to the couch is because being a CEO is ghetto, but there are so many things behind the scenes that we really need to talk about. There is not a school for being a CEO until you got the ghetto CEO, right? Like, you can go for marketing, you can go for operations, you can learn processes and all the things, but how can we really learn how to tackle this CEO lifestyle? And so we're going to talk to today my girl, Monrae. Y'all, I am really excited about this interview. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Girl, this is gonna be good. Y'all, Mia don't even really do interviews like that. Like, I was searching, I was like, okay, it's giving incognito. So tell them who you are and about your company.
I am Monrae. I am the owner and creator of Glamaholic Lifestyle. I have been in business now, 13 years.
Yes. Come on. And it didn't start as this, right? Like, how did you start?
I started from my fashion blog, Confessions of a Glamaholic. I started that in 2009. And then in 2010 is when I kicked off and started doing the bags.
Okay. So how has it been? I know, so it's the Ghetto CEO podcast. So we talk about all things ghetto.
I belong here.
Listen,
yes.
Okay, because I tell people all the time, being a CEO is very ghetto. So when you think about that, what is the most ghettoest thing that you like, I didn't know I was gonna have to do this. Like, who signed me up for this?
Damn.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Oh my Lord, what can it be? Like, listen, yesterday kicked my ass.
What happened yesterday, girl?
Too much. I'll let y'all know when I get up out of it.
Yeah. I gotta listen. I feel you. Yes.
Oh my Lord. I guess just doing everything.
Yes.
The fact that I had to wear every single hat.
Yes.
That's super ghetto.
Yes. No, it really is. And I don't think a lot of people even realize that when they get in business. No. Right? Like, they're like, oh, I'm going to do this, but I'll just pay someone to do this.
Oh, no. You literally just saw me. I had to ask for 5 to 10 minutes because it's just some things that I just have to do for myself. Absolutely. Even with a team, there's still some things where I'm just like, I can't let that go just yet because I'm just so used to doing every single thing.
Right. What are some of the things that you still do? Like, you this mine. Like, y'all can do this.
Not that bad.
But what are things in your company that you still hold true to you?
Definitely posting on my page. Like, nobody even has my login. Like, I've never gave someone my phone and said, here, post this picture or write that caption.
Yeah.
My followers want to hear my voice. On my other business pages is copywriters and things like that. But I always wanted to remain true to who they fell in love with. Sending wires, sending money.
Yeah.
I have to do that. I have to have the access to my money. Definitely, I really just got out of this maybe a few months ago, but loading the pictures and the price and stuff to
on the
website.
Site.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You give me that.
I literally she had to force me to let that go. And I'm just like, I just have to know that things are right on the site.
Yes.
But I have someone who is,
doing it now
and doing a great job. So
I think that's good to know though, because a lot of entrepreneurs feel like at some point you make enough money, right? And you just like, oh, I don't work here anymore. Like y'all figure it out.
Well, I do say that. I let them know that I do not work here.
No,
I'm just coming to visit.
Yes,
but there is a lot of things that I'm just still not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. Like I really cannot. And not that I can't, it's just that I haven't got there yet where I can like walk away for a week and be like, y'all on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look at my phone. I have not
got there yet. Is that a goal?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah. I'm trying to get up out of here. Okay.
Y'all might see me. I'll show up for the photos and the marketing. That's really what I love to do. Yes. I really just want to show up and take the pictures and do the marketing.
I love that. And I think that's a good segue because a lot of people, Mia, I'm a marketer. Okay. So I don't give everybody the marketing. So I'm telling y'all right here, everybody is not a marketer. But Miss Mia Ray is a marketer. Okay. Everybody can't, just because you're a CEO don't make you a marketer. Now, and a lot of times people think it's the pretty pictures and the campaigns and all of that. I love that, but it be the strategy. Yes. I can see the intentionality behind it. How did you even step into that seat? Are you naturally just good at this?
Listen, people ask me this all the time. How did you think of that? How did you get I have no idea. And stuff, the whole, what I have going on right now, the pre-orders and that thought came to me Sunday night at 1:03. I wrote it in my notes. We were shooting and recording it at 12:30 the next day.
Yes, execution.
And that's one thing that people always say. Well, my friend Desi, she just reminded me. She's like, the difference between you and most people is that you actually execute.
Yes.
So people will think of something or want to do something and they'll sit on it for so long. And me, I'm like, is everybody woke? Hello. I'm up in the morning like,
ding, 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 ding.
Today.
Yes.
But, back to the original question, I have no background in marketing. Yeah. My thing is, I have always loved TV, music, pop culture. I'm that girl. Yeah. My mom set me in front of a TV. Yes. Back in the day, we ain't had iPads and whatnot, but I'd be up on her. She loved watching TV, movies, music, all of that. So when I could literally be driving down the street and I'll hear a song, and I was like, oh, I got to use that, and I got to do that, and this is what I'm gonna sell to them by using this song. Because a lot of times, when it comes to marketing, that I do is a feeling. I want people to hear something or see something, and be like, damn. That's my song.
Yeah. And I need a glimmer on the bag.
And I need that bag too.
Yes. But I think that first of all, the fact that you say you were not taught, right?
No.
Because a lot of marketers actually are not taught. It's by things like you is trial and error, right? And I tell people this all the time. I literally just had a call with somebody. I was like, listen, all CEOs have to be tapped into marketing. This is your lifeline to sales.
I always tell people, if this is your product, this is your baby, what do you want people to know, see, feel, think? It's your product, and somebody shouldn't interpret that for you.
Yes.
Then that becomes their baby, because you have to realize, if I created this and I gave birth to it, I have to know how I want people to see it.
Yeah.
Then you can hire somebody to interpret that, but you have to build that foundation of what it is that you want people to be connected to when purchasing something from you.
Yes. And I love that. And I think that is, I hope y'all taking this away, because this is key, right? Really being able to get people to feel what you're selling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just about a bag. People sell bags every day, but they don't sell glamour.
I always say it's deeper than a bag.
Yes.
People, it's even if I get new customers every day, but those original people, that original foundation that's been rocking with me since 2010, they tell the story for me. This girl did X, Y, and Z and da-da-da-da. That's why I love her.
Yeah.
I buy anything she sells.
Yeah.
It's really deeper than a bag.
Yes.
It's just that God made it so happen that this was what
the outlet, right?
You know,
yes.
But also, and people ask me this all the time when I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to sell my company. They're like, why? Because I can literally sell it and take me and go do it all over again.
Socks. Like, it don't matter. We buying air. You want a bottle of air, Mia? $9.99. You got it. Put me on subscription for the air. Like, but that's a skill, and I think a lot of people don't realize that it's deeper than it, right? It's deeper than the product.
They think about the money.
Yes, it's not. It's bigger than it, and I love that. Do you feel like you tapping into your marketing really has allowed Glamaholics to get to the success that you have today?
Absolutely, because I feel like when I first started, people are like, now in 2023, you're marketing. Oh my God. I've been doing this day one. Y'all just wasn't looking at me. Yeah. Y'all just weren't paying me no attention. Yeah. Y'all thought I was just playing, you know? But my mind has been there since I started. Yeah. And I feel like coming into the game and being hungry and like, I got to get these people to buy these bags. Yes. You figure it out. You know, so you figured it out. And I was like, I want to step out and I want to make people take notice to who I am and what I'm doing. Yes. Because I'm doing it for girls that look like me, walk like me, talk like me, from where I'm from. Yes. I'm doing it for the other Monraes. Right. You know, so I feel like that was the connection from the get-go. And I think that is what separated me from other people.
I think so too. And I think that the thing with campaigns, right? Because a lot of times I always tell people campaigns, even in the definition, is an organized course of actions to achieve a goal. And a lot of times people think that, the Combs sisters, I can't afford that. I can't, the airport? What? Like, I can't, you know, but like just organizing yourself to be able to execute all of the marketing items.
At any price, at any level, a campaign, like whatever the definition you just said it was. Yes, you know that by heart. But whatever level, even the idea, like I just said, the pre-order campaign, it took for me to get a fake microphone. Yes, I ran to Burlington and got Tana a $100 suit jacket.
First of all, Tana, like, first of all, can we have his show? When is he being syndicated?
Listen, he working on it, girl. He is working.
He like, Mama, I told you.
Yes, he did.
I'm outside now.
But something, so just the idea, that probably cost me maybe $300 to do. You know.
Talk about that. Because people think, they looked at that and they was like, oh, that was
full production?
Yes.
No. And you have to think about all my previous campaigns. Up until maybe about 6 or 7 months ago, every reel that you saw was shot on my iPhone. My assistant, I said, do like this, pull it out. Yeah. Turn left, turn right. Yes. And then I just edit it. Yes. So even if you don't or can't afford a videographer, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself. I'm going to figure, hey, I want these bags on the streets. I'm going to figure out
how to make this happen. Period. Yeah. And even I was watching one of your interviews. You had an interview with Jen, and she talked about your Same Girl, Different Hair campaign of just something very simple. You said that was in your house.
Oh my God. I took a backdrop. I cut out a circle. I stuck my head through it in my dining room, and I had my friend switch my wig. Yeah. Okay, take a picture, switch my wig. Yeah. Take a picture, switch. In my dining room. Yes. I had no money.
But I got to make it happen. Yes, I love that. So what has been, you would say, your most successful campaign?
Oh, wow. Like the most successful, like to me, or like in dollar amount?
So let's do both. One in dollar amount, and then one in that you felt like it felt good. Like this, I did that, girl.
Dollar amount. Damn, I can't even say it. That was a real campaign. Oh Lord, it's been a couple.
She's like, I just been campaigning, left and right, up and down.
I've had some better than luggage. My birthday in quarantine 2020.
Okay, what did you do for that campaign?
It was my 10-year anniversary. Yeah, it was my 10-year anniversary. Yep, on my birthday, November 23rd. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay. Did you do something? Because you was in quarantine, so it couldn't have been no production.
No.
Girl.
I went to a hotel. We recorded some reels in the hotel. Okay. And then I did the whole, how I go live, the Glamaholic shopping experience in my warehouse. Yeah, and I did. Yeah, that was the fastest amount of money, that amount that I've made in the shortest amount of time.
I love that. Yeah. And I love that, like you said, you not spending. Now, there's probably some productions that you spend a cute bag on. Yeah. Cute little coin.
Yeah, the Comb Sisters was a nice, pretty bag.
Yes. But even that one you said is the most successful revenue-wise. And I want people to really get that, because you don't got to do too much.
Oh, no.
You just got to put the energy and execute.
Oh, if they could put a picture of me in a dictionary next to what you just said, because that's literally, I'm telling you, it's always been me and my iPhone. It's always been me and my iPhone.
I love that.
So it was a time, the way the Glamaholic shopping experience was created was because I was on my knuckles. And I looked at my assistant and she was like, UPS dropped the tote bags at the garage. And I'm like, what? I said, I got to figure out how to sell these bags right now.
What?
I looked at myself. I said, okay. And it's so crazy. Social media is a love-hate relationship, but it's literally, I've documented each one of these steps on Instagram.
I have the receipts to the blueprint.
Yeah.
She said receipts, period.
Receipts. In that moment of me being on my knuckles, I ran the house. I said, all right, we about to go live and we gonna call it the Glamaholic shopping experience, and I'm about to get them to buy these bags.
Yes.
And then it just...
and I think a lot of times when your back is against the wall.
Yeah.
You be coming out, as long as you don't give up.
Oh.
You come out swinging. You come out swinging.
I be coming out like...
Listen. So what was one of those moments that you felt like...
That was what?
I
feel like that was the top, because that's why I'm sitting here on this couch with you today. It's because of that moment. That's what really got people to pay attention to Mia Ray and Glamaholic Lifestyle. Oh, and she ain't just crazy. She ain't just selling cheap bags. Yeah. And, people really like her stuff. Yeah. That was the moment that got me here on this couch.
Yes.
With you. And my back was against the wall, and that's when I had to get to thinking, okay, what I've been doing hasn't been working. But it was. Yeah. But when you in that space, you like, what? I feel like I'm losing. I feel like I'm drowning, and you're really not. Yeah. And in that moment, I say, boom, let's do it. I made $13,000 in an hour. $13,000 was a lot. It's still a lot of money to me. Hold on, wait. It's still a lot of money to me. Yeah. But in that moment, I ain't never seen 13,000. It was sometimes a Glamaholic Lifestyle. That's what I made in a year.
Yes.
So in that moment, to have made it in that 1 hour, it was like, whoa.
When the Lord show up, he show out. Yes, I love it.
And from there, I just kept that same ball rolling. Yeah. So, when it comes to marketing, I was kicking it out. Whatever would get their attention, whatever would get them talking, whatever would get them engaging with me, let's do it. Yeah. And then I just took that money, invested it bigger.
Right. And I love that. And I listen, I hope y'all taking notes, because this is good. Okay.
Taking notes.
Now listen, you talked about your campaigns. We talked about the highs, the lows, and you also are the one, right? People love you, right? They where's Mia? Mia, where are you? Right? How do you deal with that and still be a mom? I don't know if you got, a little side piece or whatever, but still,
I got
in the streets. Ooh. Exclusive. Mia has. But you know what I'm saying? Being able to do all the things but run this company, because the Glamaholics, the girls want you.
I know they do.
So how do you deal with all of that?
I love them so much. It's really, I think they love me so much because we have that connection of understanding, Mia, I love you, but I know we got boundaries.
And Mia will set them boundaries. She be like, y'all screenshot this live, I ain't coming back.
and then I don't come back.
No fact, she keep her word.
I say what I say.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like we have that connection where, you know, they do understand that, you know, it's mutual. I love them as much, you know, but I have boundaries.
Yeah.
And I've always expressed that to them and they respect it.
Yes.
You know, so, and it comes very, very easy to me because my brand is just me being myself. You know, I hop on live with a bonnet on and, you know, I don't wear makeup every day.
Right,
You know, I'm not that girl.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that it helps them to feel seen because I mean, I want to feel seen too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so we just have that.
Yes. How have your kids dealt with this? Like this?
Child.
Because both of your kids, so since 10, okay.
They are complete opposites. Munch is 21.
Okay.
And Santana will be 10 in July.
So Munch, he was here before this.
Yeah.
Santana was kind of born into this. So how do they kind of react to this Mia?
Complete opposites. Like Munchie was with me shooting in the gym.
Yes.
You know, I always tell the story. I remember one Christmas this was the year I started Glamourholic Lifestyle. Okay. I could only afford to buy him 5 things. I was like, Tink, I can only get you 5 things for Christmas. Yeah. And he was like, okay. He was cool. Aww. And then he was like, this was the best Christmas ever. Oh my God. I was like, and he is still the same person. Like, he don't care nothing about no Monrae. Yeah. The other day, he asked for something with his car, a new radio. I was like, well, do you want me to just buy you a new car? He was like, no, I just want the radio. I was like, oh, okay.
Mom, I would like a new car. If you're watching this.
He is just who he is. Yes. You know, that other one, he is famous.
No, for real. No. He got a show now.
Yeah, it's over for that one. So total, complete opposites. Yeah. You know, I feel like Munchie is much more, you know, I don't want to say the word humble, but he's much more like understanding of, I saw what it took for you to get here. And Santana, he was on my lap while I built this whole thing, you know? So one thing about him I see is that he has work ethic.
I love that.
But you gotta know that it was just me and him. Yeah. So you talking about laptop, you talk about, he used to help me carry packages to the post office. So he has work ethic. Munchie has work ethic. And I feel this is definitely because they saw me building this, you know, over time.
If you're over here on YouTube watching the podcast, listen, I need you to do me a favor. If you love me, do me this favor. Pull out your phone right now and go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts or anywhere that you actually listen to podcasts at, right? I need you to subscribe and leave a review. Listen, the way podcasts work is the streets don't know we doing good if it's not on the audio version. The YouTube version don't really count, okay? So go over there, leave us a review, and let us know how much you love the podcast. Now back to the episode. Do they want to do this? Like, what do they want to do?
Yeah. So Munchie is a DJ.
Okay, cool. Come on,
he's actually a DJ and he's really into like being a creative director and like so he's creative. He's in his creative bag. Santana's an actor.
Okay.
Slash comedian.
I 100% see this for him.
He tells me often that he is the next Kevin Hart or Martin. So he is an entertainer. Definitely marches, both of them march to the beat of their own drum. And I think that I've always taught them to do so. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm a very much so the fuck them type of person. Yeah. And I definitely, that's how I tell them. Yeah. You know, but they do. I can definitely see that. I have 2 more Monrae juniors.
I love it. Yeah. And so how do you spend time with them outside of the business? Like, do y'all have like dedicated days? Because it's a lot of entrepreneurs that's moms. It's like, I want them in the business, but I want them to still feel like I'm mom. Like, how do you balance it?
That is such a good question because sometimes it's really, really hard. So one thing that me and Tana do is movie night. And with movie night, you have to take your phone. Like, I have to put my phone away. I can't have my phone. That's one thing. Now, I started this when he was maybe about 5 or 6 because I was like on my phone a lot. Yeah. I'm building. Yeah. I will always put my phone down and put both my hands on him. So he could know that I'm paying all of my attention to him. Yeah. So that was something that I was very conscious of always putting both my hands on him. Munchie is so grown. He don't like being around me, girl.
He like, Mom, just the radio, please.
And he work at the warehouse too. So
okay.
We see, but we're close. But we see each other all day, every day. But one thing when basically my entire family works at the warehouse, when 5 o'clock hit, we don't talk about glamour lifestyle when we go home.
I love that.
We don't talk about.
How do you cut that off? Because my brain I be in the middle of the night. I be like, Eric, I got an idea. Like, he be like, go to sleep. Like, shut up. You know.
But see, I hit Blair or like my assistant with that. But my family, sometimes my best friend is HR, so it's kind of like sometimes we do talk about HR after 5 o'clock. Yeah. But we know when it's best friend time. Or we'll sit down at the table and say, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear the word glamaholic lifestyle right now.
No, nothing with a G.
No, I don't. This is me and you.
Right.
You know, but back to my kids. They are definitely, I mean, the balance of it is kind of hard, but if you see, I include them in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So now they are a part of the business, and it's just natural to us. We'll literally go shoot a whole campaign and just go get some ice cream.
Right, right. It's a part of the lifestyle now at this point. I love that. So you said all of your family works at the warehouse?
Damn near.
How does that work? Because, you know, a lot of people are like, don't hire your family. It be ghetto. How has that experience been for you?
And that's understandable, but I feel like, I just feel like my family different. Yeah. You know, it's just kind of like, once again, they were in the dining rooms and in the basements and, you know, taking me to the post office. They've all been a part of this entire journey. So it's not like they didn't see it and I'm just hiring a random cousin. Right. My mom works there, my sister, my nephew, my son, my best friend, you know, and all different entities of what they do, you know? So it's kind of like, we never gonna take glamaholic stuff home because it's never nothing that's gonna be that serious. Right. So it's not ghetto. I don't have to talk to reprimand nobody. Yeah. They got sense. Like,
and that, you know, and I think that is a qualification that you gotta check.
That they got sense. Okay. And they bought their bag too.
Yes.
You know, they bought their bag too. Right. So my thing is, if, you know, you stand on your feet 8 hours and work for you know, a big business, you'll come over here and stand on your feet for 8 hours and work for me. Yeah. Facts. Because I'm going to take real good care of you. Period. I care.
Unlike them,
I care. That's right.
And I love that. And I think it creates this fun environment where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, let me go see what Pookie and them doing in the back.
I'll go slide the back, go talk to my sister for a minute.
Tell them about the TIC. Like, girl, did you see this? You know, but it makes working not feel so heavy. Yeah. Because this entrepreneurship is heavy. It's lonely. It's a lot. Do you feel like you, even though you work with your family, do you feel like you had a sense of loneliness going through this?
Oh my God. Oh, so my loneliness hit me last summer. So it's just now hitting me. And loneliness in the aspect of like people will start to treat you different. Yes. Don't you know how people be like, yeah, because money changed her.
No, it
changes them. Oh.
Yes.
No, it's scary.
Yes.
It's really scary. So I'm dealing, but it was heavy. Like last year, it was super heavy where it was like, whoa, like people who have been my friends for years now are doing weird things. So the loneliness in that aspect, never from my family. Only outsiders. But when they say it's lonely at the top, it's not lonely. It's just only a small or a certain amount of people can relate to what you may be going through.
Absolutely.
So if I may have said, imagine if I said, girl, I had to pay $90,000 for this shipping container yesterday. And I'm just talking to my cousin. They would be like, $90,000? What? Yeah. What the what? So that's the part where it just gets smaller
and smaller,
in spaces in which people can relate to what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And when it comes to me, I hate to say it, but like I'm such a unicorn because it's certain things that some people that you think it's the first time that they're ever hearing of it, or, you know.
How did you deal with it? Like, how did you, like, continue to flow through it? Because I can 100% relate, right? I remember I started, like, I'm still young. Like, I'm 29, and I made my first little baby.
Cutie.
So I started making money at 19.
Early.
Yes. And then I made my first $1 million at 26. I'm supposed to talk to my friends. They got student loan debt. They're talking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you supposed to, like, I literally had all of my best friends like falling out. Like, we can't talk anymore. And so I was like, okay, people did say it's lonely at the top. You know, like, I feel people around you because it's not like you physically alone.
Right.
I just can't talk to you.
That part.
I can only, it's just me and God.
That part.
That's it.
It gets real shaky when it's like, it's not lonely. Yeah. It's just smaller.
Yes.
You know, and even with my best friend, I could say, girl, let me tell you how much I just spent on this watch.
Yeah.
She'd be like, girl, you go, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't shaking the table with her.
Right.
But then you'll have that conversation, you see who it does shake the table with. So I just put it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something that you have to move different. When you start doing things differently, it has nothing to do with a dollar amount. I don't want people are so hung up on that million word, and it's not really a dollar amount. It's your mindset. Yes. And it's certain people that now the mindsets don't connect anymore. Yeah. And that's the reason why it's getting real small. Yeah. And because you can't talk to certain people about certain things. And then you don't know, like, I started to realize, because at this moment I'm growing up as a woman, but I'm also growing up in this business, and I started to realize like, oh, people being weird. Like, I don't know if they being weird because of the business, or I'm just becoming an adult. Like, is this just, you know? So I think you just started to deal, and it's like an onion as you continue to go through. Yes. And I've started to, that used to tear me up. I would cry, it tears me up when I'm like, they really didn't like me. Like,
did you, my character? You really thought I meant that?
Fuck, they used to fuck me up. Yes, and then now it's just something that one time it just dropped in my spirit, and God was just like, they just not supposed to go with you.
I loved it.
You know, no hard feelings, no beef, no anger, no nothing. Yeah. They just wasn't supposed to go.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely okay.
I love that. So going back to so today you got your pre-sale. Mia walked in. I was like, how's she gonna do an interview and pre-sale? We got to launch, girl. Do you need the tripod? She
said, do you want a tripod?
we got stuff to do. Listen, I was like, we launch over here, baby. We know what's going on.
She sure did. Do you need a tripod? I was like, wow, I like it here.
That is hilarious. So today you're doing something that you like just don't do. You're doing a pre-sale. Yes. How do you feel?
Well, let me say this. Pre-order is how we even got here. Because keep in mind, when I started my business, I had $384.
Yes.
So I used 100 of that to get a sample made.
Okay.
Boom, pre-order now. Period. So I built my business from pre-orders, over time, social media, you know, the way people move and think just kind of changed and made a little shift. So I stopped doing pre-orders. In this situation, I'm super excited about it. I had a collaboration with another business, and it just didn't go the way, you know, my Glamourholics were used to things going. And I just was like, I'm going to make it up to y'all. Because people stood in line for hours, you know, website crashed, all these things. I'm like, let me do something for y'all. I did this for my girls. Yeah. You know, because I mean, people were really excited about it. So I'm like, okay, the only way to solve this problem, let's do pre-orders. Everybody can get their bag. So I loved it.
I think that speaks to your character. Because you didn't have to. Like, no, and one thing you said that, listen, I didn't do nothing wrong.
Let me make it clear.
I did nothing wrong. did my job. I did my part. But I ain't like how that made y'all feel.
I ain't like how that made y'all feel.
Yes. And I think that speaks to your character because you could have just been like,
but see, once again, there's that connection. Like, these really my homegirls.
Yes, my homegirl can't be mad at me.
I want my girl mad at me.
Yes.
So I had to make it up to her. Yes. So that relationship, that foundation, like, y'all not about to be sad at me for something that wasn't my fault. Right. So let me just, step
try
up
to help it out. Yeah. So your model is a launch model. I think you have now consistent inventory on the site now.
Yes.
But was that strategic? Like, was it just people was buying everything too fast?
That's what people didn't understand. Let's take it back.
Okay.
To the situation when I was on my knuckles, we going live, da-da-da-da-da. From there, I had all these eyes on me. Mm-hmm. So people kept asking, when is it going to drop? When is it going to come? When is it going to be released? Okay, well, let me give them a date and a time.
Okay.
That's simply where that came from.
Yes.
But also, so there's a two-sided thing that I think people don't understand. So I'm very... I'm an advocate for Black women saving money. Mm-hmm. I want Black women to be financially literate. And then they're like, but you keep dropping all the stuff and making us shop. But it's like, hold on.
Also, you're running a business.
But if you listen to the advice and the tips that I gave, it's about budgeting your money so you can be able to do the things that you really want to do.
Yes.
So I kind of merged those two things. I'm going to teach you how to budget, but I'm going to teach you how to budget for Glamaholic lifestyle.
Yes.
So one thing that I do is I make an announcement to have before the drop. I give 2 cycles, so 2 pay cycles.
Got you. Okay.
So if you really want this bag, I give 2 pay cycles for you to save up for it. So it's like, it's really teaching you how to budget and save, but also enjoy the things that you like. And I get to run a very successful business.
Yes, I love that. Come on. It's the strategy for me. You hear me? But I think also I want people to know like that's a caring. Like that means you care.
I
do.
I really care. I really do.
Yes.
And I think that's a lot. People might miss that sometimes when they're trying to market or sell and just money.
Yeah.
I put myself in the shoes of my customer because I am my customer.
Right.
So a lot of times I like to think about how something made me feel when I bought it, how something made me feel when I unwrapped it and opened it, and how it was presented to me.
Yes.
So when I think about those things, I think about, okay, I'm in their shoes, X, Y, and Z. I got to pay daycare. Then the rent was on the first. Okay. But I really, really wanted these pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So if I, show them how to budget and give them the time frame, it's all a part of marketing too. That's all the marketing that comes along with a drop.
I love it. Period. Okay. Budget for your glamour house. Put me in a line.
Yes. Okay. I always say, just don't exclude nobody. Just include me. That's it.
I love
That's all I want. Just include me.
That is fire. Now listen, we got a segment on the show called Figure It Out. Okay. Uh-oh. Because as a CEO, we are always figuring it the fuck out. Yeah. Like it's always something fire after fire after fire.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull a scenario and then you're going to tell us what you would do.
Oh, I'm scared.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So you just ordered 100K of inventory for a pre-sale of your products. You get an update from the manufacturer that your products are stuck on sea with no updates. You have customers waiting. What's next? What's next? Is this triggering?
I got PTSD from that question.
Like, I'm itching right now.
I can answer this very well because I've been there.
Okay. What you doing?
And this is so good. Now, I've been there, and that's what happened with the first pre-orders of me even, starting this.
Yes.
So I was not skilled. I was not, nothing. I was just out here winging it.
Yeah.
And it was a delay and I had these people's money. I simply just communicated. I simply just communicated. Good. And one thing about me, I'm going to give you the option. This is what's going on. I'm going to be very transparent. You know, shipping is stuck on water, X, Y, and Z. Do you want to wait it out with me? Or do you just simply want a refund? You know, one thing I feel like people, they try to like shy away from the truth. Yeah. And sometimes it's just best to just be honest.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, just tell the truth. Especially when you got people money.
Yes. Yes, because then they coming in them comments.
And you don't want that. No, right. So you got to beat them to the punch. Yes, you know, getting that email and have a conversation. Hey, this is what's going on. Yeah. Do you want to stick it out? Right. Or do you want your money back? Because one thing about it, you get your refund. Okay, then that got me one more bag that I can sell on the site when they get here. Yes. Sometimes it be like, that wasn't really a big deal. All I had to do was talk about it. A big deal. Yeah. We got to cry. I'm Sagittarius. I got to cry first. Then I'll figure it out. Period. Okay, I'm a Taurus. And we gonna cry first, during, and after. And then when we gonna get it done. That part, as long as we get it done. Yeah. No, that's good. Communicate. That has happened to me. I'm dealing with something with shipping in a container right now. Crazy. Yes. And I mean, that's honestly it's you gotta do it. You have to. I mean, I can't. What I'm gonna do? Go to China myself? Yeah. Or go? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like there's always gonna be something. Always. I want people to understand it's going to always be something, you know? So if it wasn't that, it'd be something else. Yeah. One thing I do, like, you can call me Smokey the Bear. I put out fires all day long. Okay. Call me Smokey the Bear. That's my job. I am a firefighter, okay? Because every day is something going on. Yes. I told my best friend the other day, I said, I'm going to run away. I said, I'm going to run away and don't you come looking for me. Don't you come. Figure it out. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. I'm safe. Don't come looking for me. But yeah, it's just a part. You got to figure it out. But one thing in this social media world is that you want to communicate with your customer, because somebody can literally go online and say something and then it spreads like wildfire. They doing YouTube videos. Yeah. Get in front of that. Yeah. Get in front of that and just communicate. I love it. Well, Mia, this was a really, really good conversation. Mia said, I don't want to go. Listen, we're going to have to have you back, okay? We're going to have to go see the warehouse, come up there to Detroit. God. This is good. Yes. Oh, this was so cute. Yes. Well, what would you leave the people with? Like I said, being a CEO is ghetto, but we wouldn't trade it for the world. No. Like, this is crazy as hell. Like, we are really retarded. Wow. But what would you leave the people with? I always say, like, I'm really crazy. Like, I cannot believe I chose to do this. Like, it's so ghetto, but it's so damn rewarding. Like, I would not I couldn't imagine my life in any other way. I will cry. The other day, I drove home in silence. I said, I don't even want to listen to the radio. I'm just going to cry all the way home. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah. You know, I am literally living my dreams. You know, I asked God for this. I prayed for this. Yes. I'm so grateful. And I definitely just want people to just know, like, start right where you are with what you have. That's what I always tell everybody. Don't, especially in the social media where I keep saying and post things. It's just that you look at people and you see them and they've made $1 million and they've done this, and that makes you feel smaller. I'm here to tell you, look at Mia Ray. She had $384 and has turned it into, I don't even know how much I'm worth. I don't know. Period. You billion-dollar empire. You heard me. Yes. But that's my story, and you have a story as well. Yeah. You got to create your story. You got to create your story. So what's next for Mia Ray? What's next for Glamourholics? What's the next level? Oh my goodness. Glamourholic. I just see it getting bigger and bigger. You know, I keep saying I'm retiring in 7 years. I keep saying
this too soon.
I'm gonna say 20 years, and I did it for 20 years. That's what I say.
Yes.
But definitely just growing Glamaholic. Every time I go somewhere, it's not often that I don't see somebody with a Glamaholic bag. When I do, whether it's an airport, a party, and I don't see one, I'm like, I ain't working hard enough. If I go somewhere and I don't spot 2-3 Glamaholic bags, I'm like, what city is this? Okay, let me figure out I gotta penetrate. I gotta get up in here because they don't know. Somebody over here don't know about Glamaholic lifestyle.
They don't know. They don't miss
get my wheels turning. So definitely keep growing it. I live in Detroit, so I've started a cannabis company. Girl Cannabis Club. I'm super excited about.
I'm excited about that too.
Super excited. So that's it. I say Glamaholic Lifestyle, Same Girl, Different Hair, Girl Cannabis Club. That's it. I don't have another business idea in
you
me.
gonna be a momager. That's what you.
And I can retire. I live off Tana.
Yes. You heard it here first, okay? Tana is retiring Mia, okay? I love it, Mia. This was a really, really, really good conversation. Thank you for coming to the Ghetto CEO podcast. Y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Ghetto CEO podcast. And even if you're watching this on YouTube, head over to the Apple Podcast or Spotify. Leave a review because we thrive off of reviews, okay? So I will see you guys on the next episode of the Ghetto CEO podcast. Bye.